Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Cecelia Howard. In today's video, I have a special guest on the show. This person, I call her Herring Bonnet of Nigeria. Hey! We have TMO in the house today, and she's going to give us some wonderful African dish. So what are we cooking today? Let me have my guest come on in.
So I'm with Cecelia in the kitchen, and we're going to be cooking some yummy catfish stew.
Yeah.
Spicy in the Nigerian style.
Yeah.
And then we have some okra, and then we're going for the side. And we're going to be eating it with something, a swallow. We might be doing pando yam thereabouts. So it's going to be an interesting time. We're blending the peppers, doing the stew, grating the okra, and making sure that you would learn something interesting. Okra is really healthy, by the way, so lots of good stuff going to happen in the kitchen today.
Yes, so
trust me.
Yeah. And if you're actually new to African dish, what we're cooking today, as TMO said earlier on, is called African catfish stew. Yeah. And we're heating that with salt, and we have all our ingredients very fresh. We have tomatoes, fresh tomatoes in here. We have bell pepper in here.
Yep.
Also, we have
fresh catfish.
We have fresh catfish. Yay! And we have all our seasoning in here.
Fresh ginger.
And TMO actually requested that I should get some ginger. Yeah. So we have ginger and our spicy, yummy habanero. So sit and the vegetable oil and also the seasoning. So sit back, relax. Let's enjoy today's show. It's gonna be wow. Call your friend, follow a friend, and let's enjoy today's video. Thank you. So what are we doing now?
So the first thing I want to do is I'll season the fish.
Okay.
I'll do the seasoning of the fish and then put it aside. Okay. Then we blend the peppers and put it on the fire, and that's what we're going to start with.
Good.
First step, seasoning fish.
Okay. I'll just be here to help. So she's just trying to add some salt.
Yeah. So we're going to put the salt
taste
into the fish.
Into the fish. We can see it. Oh, sorry about that.
Once we're done putting the salt into the fish, we'll see that the salt gets in, and every part of the fish gets seasoned properly.
Okay, good.
And once we're done with that part, I move into rinsing out the peppers and blending them out. So that'll be the next thing we're going to be doing. Okay. We're back. Prepped up the tomatoes and pepper, ready to blend. I'll put everything into the blender now, toss it all together, pour it into a bowl, then fry up the stew process, so we'll have a catfish soup loading. I have ginger here, I have freshly diced onions here, and I'm going to be loading up the blender with onions, tomatoes, habanero pepper, and bell peppers. So this is how we go about it. We're making Nigerian catfish stew or soup.
Yeah,
let's see how that goes.
All right.
So I'll load up now. Oops. Starting off with the tomatoes, so that we blend that fast, and then we do this.
You're adding some water?
Little bit
of water. Good. TMO. TMO. TMO.
In the kitchen. So guys, we're done blending everything blended. So we have tomato paste or tomato puree blended smooth, and then we have okra blended smooth. Let me bring it out. It's not, you're not seeing it from there. Okra blended smooth. Our fish is still seasoning, cooling, and then now we go into cooking our catfish stew.
African dish.
Yes, so we got a really big pot here.
Yes.
Because we're feeding the family.
Yes, yes, yes.
And let me drain out the water completely. And once the pot is dry, I go in with the vegetable oil.
Good.
Then I add in my onions and grated fresh ginger and powdered garlic, and I'll let it just saute it for a while with a bit of salt, just to get everything all together. So that's what we're doing right now. Wait for the pot to get dry. Get dry.
And in case you're wondering, what did we blend it together to have this puree? In Africa, we use tomatoes, fresh tomatoes, red bell pepper, fresh, and we use fresh habanero and some onions. So that's what we have here. And we have TMO chef in the house.
Yo.
So we're going to enjoy what Mr. Marco DJ has been enjoying. We're going to enjoy it.
Yes, we are
all free.
Interesting.
So thanks to Mr. Mark
for lending you his wife to do
yes,
something.
so it's not easy. It's such a wonderful privilege and honor.
So we have the oil into the hot pot.
Vegetable oil.
So put it in the vegetable oil.
Yes.
So I let the vegetable oil get hot, and then I go in with onions, white onions. Can you see that? White onions. Yeah.
Good.
So I'm going to try out to see. No, not much yet. We are doing this. We are cooking some food. We are cooking some food. It's gonna be delicious.
Yeah.
So you know that the oil is ready for all the onions when you sample and it sizzles. Sizzling. The hotter it gets, the more it sizzles. You want that sizzling. Then you pour in all the onions when it's hot. And then put in a bit of salt so it caramelizes.
Oh my, what?
That's caramelizing. That's the taste you want to have. When you bite the onions, it has a flavor.
Okay, good.
That's how we do it.
Okay.
So,
can you see that? Wow.
and then I'm going to put in my fresh ginger, grated fresh ginger.
Yeah.
I'll put in a little bit of salt
To saute it.
Yeah, that's where the flavor comes from. Salt fried with onions. Delish. For the aroma, garlic powder.
Yes.
You can never go wrong. Garlic, ginger, onions, perfect combo.
Good. That's the secret.
That's the secret to the aroma.
Okay.
That gets your neighbors asking what's going on.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You want your neighbors asking what you're cooking? Just fry your onions with ginger and garlic, and everybody will be wondering what's cooking.
Going in.
The secret to the African kitchen.
Yeah. I believe my neighbors, they will be smelling this aroma, delicious aroma outside there now.
So we're going to leave it for a while.
Okay.
Once it fries up very well and the color of the onion starts changing a bit, then we pour in pureed tomato pepper paste. So once you put it in, we're getting there.
Yes. We're getting there with our best chef in the house. She's not only good on TV.
Yeah.
She's also good in the kitchen.
I make sense in the kitchen.
Oh yeah, that's the series.
I don't just make sense on TV. I make sense in the kitchen.
In the kitchen. Can you hear that? And also, if you want to buy your land properties in Nigeria,
yeah, I do real estate
she got
in
you.
Nigeria as well.
She got you. She got you. Genuine land, acquiring genuine land in
Genuine
Nigeria.
houses in Nigeria
Yeah,
as well.
you're talking to the right person. CEO Rep 360. Yeah. Check out her website in the comment section below. Okay? You don't want to miss out on that.
So it's time for the puree to get into our oil, and onions that have been frying since and got everywhere smelling really nice.
Yeah.
So I'm going to pour this in. Process for a very good stew. Get fresh products. Time you're cooking well, it has to be fresh. It just has to be fresh. African stew loading. So on the other side of the pot, I'm going to start the okra process. So I'll put in water, a little bit of water, and let it come to a boil. Then I add the okra and a bit of salt, and that's simply how we do the okra. It's just a steamed okra to go with the stew and some panduya. So guys, our okra obviously is ready. When you see it boiling like this, like the way it is boiling like so, this is the boiling that it boils when it is ready. It's straight up steamed okra. I'm leaving it plain because all the action is going to happen. Let me switch it off. All the action is happening here with the stew. And now we're getting to the point where we are going to put in the fish. Catfish into the stew. Yes, catfish is going into the stew right now. Wow. So I'm going to just stir one more time. Just to ensure that we got everything where we want it to be. And then we put in the stew, the fish one by one. But before putting in the fish, I need to put in the seasoning powder. I'll put in the seasoning powder, mix it all together, then put in the fish and cover it up, let it steam. And the next time I'm going to be showing you okra ready, stew ready, or stew down with pounded yam.
Pounded yam. And the fish was actually seasoning with
seasoned with salt and black pepper.
Salt and black pepper. Just to give it more.
Yeah, I seasoned the fish with salt and black pepper earlier. So I didn't put a lot of salt into the stew because I already have salt here. So once I put the fish into the stew, I ensure it's all cooked. I taste it. Then if we need more salt, we'll put more salt to taste, but I'm not putting more salt right now. So, I'll reduce the heat under the stew and start placing the fish one after the other. I am looking forward to eating this, and I'm sure you watching at home are looking forward to it as well. But don't worry, you can recreate this at home. It's very easy. It's just catfish, fresh tomatoes, fresh bell peppers, fresh habanero, fresh, and onions. Blend it all together, bring it to a boil, and then add your fish that you have seasoned already, because you don't want your fish bland inside. No, you don't want that. You want your fish to have flavor inside. So we're placing the fish. You don't want your fish scattered around within the stew, so
that's another secret.
You place it one after the other. And
so why are you trying to stir gently?
Because I don't want my fish to be scattered.
So it's scattered.
So if you don't want the fish to be scattered all over the stew, you need to place it by the side. Make room for the new ones coming in. Ensure that all the fish is covered with the stew so that it gets done thoroughly. Good. So as you can see, I hope you can see,
Yes.
all my stew, the stew has covered all the fish. Yep. Let's get it covering everything. And then we put the fire on medium, not on high at this point, and let the fish get done. Okay. So remember, the okra is ready, and then we cover. Okra is ready. Fish stew will soon be ready. Ensure the fish is totally submerged under the stew. And then you cover. So once it's boiling, I'll come and taste it. I won't taste the fish, I'll just taste the stew. Once the stew, if I taste the stew and I feel there's need for more salt, we'll add more salt. If not, we're ready. The pounded yam loaded. Alright, we'll be right back.
Thank you. So, are you going to try to do the panda yam now, or we have to wait?
We can try the pounded yam.
Okay.
So that everything will be ready at the same time. We'll put the pounded yam. We'll move this to the side.
Okay. Yeah, they're waiting for this to be done. So. Panda yam loading.
Do you have a video where you made the panda yam before? No. Oh, that would be a good video, but not today. We'll just show you the finished panda yam. But if you want to see how we make a pounded yam, from the comfort of your home without having to pound heavily using powdered pounder yam, put a request in the comments, and she would prepare a specific video showing you how to do pounder yam. But today, what I'm showing you is stew and okra. Guys, we're all done. Our okra is ready, and the stew is also ready. Catfish stew is ready. So I have the pando yam right here. It's a little bit somewhat like what you would call mashed potatoes, but just a bit more viscous. But that's pando yam. You need to try it out. And then I'll put the stew into the plate by the side. So I use the swallow to eat the soup together. It's usually delicious. So I'm going to put in the okra soup first. Let's try that. So see the way we do the okra. Wow. You want that viscosity. Let it be that's what you want. That's when you know you've done the right job. So I'm just going to do this right now. Take a little bit of the okra. We got the memo.
Yes.
We delivered. Wow. So now that the okra is where it should be inside the soup, we're going to put in Chef TMO in the house right here on Cecelia YouTube channel. So if you're watching us on Instagram, go watch the full video on
Cecelia YouTube channel.
So I'm going to have the pleasure of tasting the fish first. So I'm going to put the fish right here, and I'll take in a little bit of stew.
I'm salivating.
It's definitely going to be delicious. Wow. So let me show you. That's what it looks like. Can you see the color? Wow. The green from the okra, the orange from the stew, and the fish right there. Fresh cut fish. See it right there in the pot style.
Do it the right way.
What we do is we eat it with our hand. That's the best way. Yeah. That fish is just it. So the fish is fresh. Oh yeah, you can't see my soup, my plate. I need you to see my plate because we're going into the pando yam, and I want to taste it. Here, please help me out.
To do justice.
Yeah. All right, we got it open. So this is how we do it. Just 2 fingers like this. We cut it. Yeah. And then we dip it into the soup, just like so. And we ensure that we don't have it dripping all over our body. That's it. That's what we've been doing since over almost an hour right now. Yeah. Is putting together this delicious soup, just so that we can teach you how to do it and let you know that trying, experimenting.
African dish
is delicious.
The best.
Other meals, nutritious, and definitely delicious. So keep watching Cecelia Owold's
Alright,
YouTube channel to
YouTube
get
channel.
many other things that she's put together for you. But I've had fun being in the kitchen with Cecelia today.
TMO.
Now I want to go and sit down and balance and eat up my food.
Okay, another thing about this channel is that I talk a lot about healthy meal.
Yes.
And this meal is actually balanced
Very
diet.
healthy.
Because the pounded yam, you get your carbohydrates from it. Then the fish protein, the pepper, bell pepper, tomatoes, you get all your
Vitamins
nutrients,
yeah.
vitamins, the okra, antioxidants.
Yeah.
So this is a balanced
Very
diet.
balanced.
Thank
Very
you
good
so-
for your guts.
Yeah.
Very good for your health.
Very good for your health.
Join me. Bon appetit.
Thank you so much for watching till the end. Until next time, I'm gonna see you. I love you all. Bye for now.